everybody, this is Becky at Aunt Beck's Creations, and tonight I'm just going to sit here and work on this corner to corner afghan. I'm nearing the end. I just have to get this corner added. It's really getting quite big. It'll cover our full size. So I'm just going to do this and we'll just chit chat when some folks get in here. I don't know if Scott will join us or not. I told him he could if he wanted to. And Greg has gone off on a grand adventure to visit friends in Tennessee. So the cats are here and we're here, and her box is asleep because it's chilly outside. I think we're supposed to get down in the 30s tonight. But if you wanted to learn to do this corner to corner afghan like I'm working on, I learned it on Bella Coco crochet, and she does her tutorials for both right and left-handed crocheters. So I really enjoy seeing what she comes out with as far as patterns. And I know Teresa said she couldn't do the corner to corner. But I just love these. Hey, Kathy. So we're just going to chit chat for a while I work on this. I'm determined to get this done so that it'll quit laying around, almost done. Hi, Janet. So what you guys up to tonight? Kathy, I saw your video on the deer coming through your yard. The only thing I had come through our yard here at the house is somebody's pit bull was loose, and I opened the door. She came right up to the door, but I couldn't get a hold of her. She had her collar on, rabies tags, a piece of a chain, and then some leash that looked like she chewed her way free. So I don't know who she belongs to. She's just wandering around the neighborhood and running loose. Hi, Cheryl. The deer, they just grow so quickly when you're watching them like that. One day they're fawns and the next day they're all grown up. So I don't know if we'll have any kitty cat visitors or not. Hi, Peg. Whoops, missed my stitch. But I'm going to have to switch colors before I get to the end. That's fine, Peg. Sometimes I do that. I just pop in to say hello and I stay a few minutes and then I get back to doing something around the house. I'm wishing I could do the laundry. I've got a huge pile of laundry, but my dryer's broke. The part we thought was coming tonight, but now it's not going to come until tomorrow. So laundry will wait another day. I'll just be doing it all weekend. But yeah, this is all I've got going on tonight. I'm going to start, as I come across a project, I'm going to just grab it and finish it. So this was the thing that was in my way. So I'm going to get it finished. And when I get the dryer, I'll wash it and we'll put it right to use. Yeah, if it's not one thing, it's 6. I think Scott said it was a thermal switch went, so he ordered a kit to fix it. Because he said there's nothing to a dryer. So he can fix pretty much anything. Yeah, it's quite chilly here. They said, I think tonight the low is going to be 38 for us. I'm plenty warm. I've got this sweater on, I got sweater pants on, and I've got this big old heavy afghan on my lap. So I'm plenty warm now. Says he's going to have big old heavy Howard in his lap. There's a salmon patty in the fridge too, Scott. Not in the fridge, but in the toaster oven. Hi, Susan. Scott's in the kitchen. looking for more to eat, to munch on. I told him I wanted a Zesto Burger basket, and then when we got it, I didn't like the taste of it for some reason. I don't know. I'm getting to where I just want to eat just like half of everything. Ooh, brr, Janet. It's chilly here. I don't know what the weather is going to be like out in Tennessee where Greg is driving, but to get to his friends, he left at about 2:30, and he's got an 8-hour drive ahead of him just to go for the weekend. I'm like, ooh, I'm not sure I'd want to do that right now. Hi, Violet. I had a cup of hot tea, but it's been a while since I finished that off. There's Scott. He's munching on something. Ice cream.
Don't tell.
They can see you.
No, they can't.
Right there.
I thought that was just some of the clutter in the background.
It's not clutter. It's my craft stuff.
Well, crap, no.
No, they can see you. Oh, dear. Violet said you're busted.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
It's buttered pecan. It's good.
It's buttered pecan. That's his favorite ice cream, is buttered pecan ice cream. Pecan. Depends on how southern you are, is how you say it, I think. Cheryl says they see you. When I get this done, I'll hold it up, or try to hold it up. It's pretty heavy. You would not get cold under this thing. I'm working on kind of a, I guess that looks teal in there, but it looks more aqua in real life. So that light behind me is washing everything out. Uh-oh. I hate that when the yarn divides on itself. So not much else is happening. Today, Scott and I haven't felt like doing anything. Well, the green desk, Scott is still using it. So I've actually moved my little half table over here next to me, and it's got the yarn sitting on it. But then this is my cutting table here, and then I've got things all underneath it on both sides. And then I got that big shelf back there. And then the next little shelf has my patterns on it, plus buttons and stuff. And then my glues and stuff. And then my red carts over there. So I'm kind of on this part of the living room area, and then our formal dining rooms at the end of the room. But it's coming together. It's coming together. And I still have some boxes to go through, and it just never seems like the boxes will end. No matter how much I donate, there's still more. It's just too much. And I saw that Able to Rejoice got her box or package of goodies and was tickled with it. Thanks, guys. When you get close to the end of an Afghan, it seems like those last few rows take forever when you've already done so much already, but you want to be done with it. But each time I go across, I'm two stitch units closer to being done. So each little segment is you do a join into the previous chain 3 in the row below, and then you slip stitch into that, and then you chain 3, and then you do 3 double crochets, and then you just slip stitch into the next chain 3 space in the next stitch below, and then you chain 3 after you've slip stitched in and do 3 double crochets. So it's always 3s and 3s. So it's pretty easy to do. Yeah, well, we're going to have the formal dining room as just our dining room, and I'm getting rid of the kitchen table. It's just, it catches stuff. That's all that is. So I have an end table that we got thrifting and an office chair, and they're going to go where the kitchen table was, and that's going to be it. The cats have already each claimed the office chair anyway, so I've almost got to turn this big old heavy thing. So maybe I'll stand up and show you guys how big it's grown. I can only work, when I was doing the big long areas, I can only work for just so long until my arm starts falling asleep. So not sure how long, if I'll be able to even finish this with you guys tonight, because I'm already getting fuzzy hand. And then when you get to the end of the row and you're decreasing, you just do your join in that chain 3 space. And then you just turn the whole thing and then slip stitch in all the stitches back up to the first chain 3 space going in the other direction. And you just start the pattern all over again. It's super easy. Here, let me show you guys. See, it's gotten really, really big. And so when I'm laying down and it's on me, I'm all toasty. Ugh, health insurance. Scott just, he just did his yearly thing. We'll have insurance for a few more months with his employer. And then we'll have to hope he gets another job by March. I just have to pay attention to what I'm doing while I'm doing these slip stitches. I don't know what it is about the slip stitches. I can't just go. Scott's in the den. And this was all yarn for the most part that we bought thrifting. I did buy another skein to finish it out because I don't think that's going to be enough to get me to the corner. So I have this blue to go on next. And that should finish me to the corner. Now, some people will add a border around the outside of this, but I haven't been. I've just been making it the corner to corner Afghan and then, say it's done. Does anybody have ideas for gifts giving this year? Are you going to make a bunch of stuff? I don't want to go out in stores, so if the little ones get anything from me, it's probably going to be handmade. Guys, no fighting. Sounded like somebody was growling and hissing. Yep. It's always when Scott's on the phone or I'm on here that they've decided to go. And the whole reason I'm not doing a regular, get together with you guys and we'll do a dirty dozen kind of thing is the cats broke my tripod and I've got to dig out another one.
You heard the sink run.
Oh, the sink was running? That wasn't a hiss. Okay. Well, Scott set me straight. It was just the sink running.
No cats were angered.
Not at this time. They usually wait till he's on the phone with a recruiter or somebody. Oh, Peg's got to go. Okay. Good night, Peg. Blah, blah, blah. Can't talk.
Never did get my part.
No, I thought it said tomorrow is Thursday. Cheryl says she mailed off presents for daughter's birthday. Ah. Yeah, that's one thing I'm thinking I need to go ahead and if I'm going to make stuff, I need to do it this next week and go ahead and get them in the mail, even though they only have to go, within state. You just don't know with mail right now. No cats were harmed unless they harm each other. It's kind of chilly, so they haven't wanted to be out on the porch much, which I don't blame them. Hi, Gina. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And lately we've been doing just for the kids under 18 because I'm the oldest of 6 and my sister Robin's kids are grown, but they don't have any children. And then my brothers, their children are all young, except my youngest brother's daughter, had her baby. So, because he had a daughter before his current marriage with his first wife when they were very young. So he's a grandpa and he's got 4-year-old twins. So, and I had told Scott, I said, I bet Charles will be a grandfather before we're grandparents. So we just do for the kids that are under 18. Family's just gotten so large, we can't do for everybody. Oh, there goes a neighbor. The next project after I get this off my hook is to make curtains for this great big window that's behind me. Because right now I'm sitting on display and people slow down and stare because of the big camera light next to me. It's kind of weird to be stared at by the neighbors. They're probably all going, I wonder what she's doing, talking to herself in there. I would love to do some Zoom events, but my parents and my mother-in-law can't seem to figure out that you can do video chats. The more I think about it, the more I think it's not a really good idea for us. My mother-in-law had said that she's going to cook and she wanted me to make a couple dishes. And, she lives here in the neighborhood. I could take the dishes by. Okay, you need to go straight to Hades. All right, got rid of him. Well, I seem to have hit the mother lode of assholes tonight. Sorry, excuse the language, not for kids. Yeah, I did up the little Christmas cards. I don't know if anybody saw my little gnome family with the cats and the dog. And yeah, I'm going to send those out. Yeah, we all get little turds like that occasionally. I'm not going to let him bother me. He can go away. So I had to order in some more 110-pound cardstock for the cards I'm going to make for Christmas. Yeah, we seem to be on a roll tonight. They must not have had anything else to do. Yeah, I told Scott, I said, I've decided I'm going to design our own Christmas cards. And he's like, okay. Yes, it is weird not going to the shops, but I just have not wanted to go out and about much. I mean, we've done some shopping, but we usually are like, we go in, we get what we went for, and we get out of there. And then we're done. Look at that. It's all tangled up. Oh, good night, Cheryl. I hope your appointment goes well. I made an appointment. I did make an appointment for Bernadette at the groomer because her nails are so long, she's making a lot of noise. Plus, she can't seem to stand on the hardwood floor right now because she's like sliding on her high heels. Yeah, I think I'd rather just order stuff and have it delivered. I try to go buy groceries, when the stores aren't full too. Like I would not buy groceries on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. And Monday night's a really good time to go get groceries right now. There was hardly anybody in the store when Scott and I went. So Bernadette's got an appointment on Friday at 12:30. I'm going to drop her off, and then we'll have to find something to do for like 4 hours and then drive all the way back out there. That's one thing that's not real close to us is a PetSmart. And that's where she's been going to get groomed. Yeah, we went when, let's see, it was, I think the store closes at 10 and we went at like 8:30 and there wasn't hardly anybody in there. Of course, anybody that's worked retail knows that you dread somebody walking in 30 minutes before closing or an hour before closing if they've got like a huge list. And the downfall of that is the shelves are kind of, picked over and skimpy in the evenings. Here comes Tippy. Hi, Tip. Tippy was watching Gina earlier. I couldn't resist popping a picture because he had his chin laying on the computer and just looking up. Yep. Down here in Casey, you actually are fined if you're caught in a store not wearing a mask. I mean, it's not a huge fine, but still you get fined if you're in a store. Now, up in Greenville, people walking around with no mask, nothing. So, yeah. In that way, it is better down here. Yeah, Tippy went through. I don't know if Scott's in the den. He can put him out on the porch if that's what he's looking for. Yeah, they quit keeping the store. We had one store that was a 24/7, but then they quit staying open overnight. I'm not sure why, but They close at night now too. So, and the main grocery store that's not far from the house, it closes, I think, 10 o'clock. So, uh-oh, I dropped a stitch off my hook. Trying to read chat and do the stitches. So let's see. We went for a walk today on the Timmerman Trail. No rattlesnakes today. Didn't see any wildlife. I think it was just too cold for anybody. We saw a couple of young men running with shorts on and no shirts. And I was thinking, y'all are nuts. I'm wearing a sweater pants, and Scott had a long sleeve shirt and t-shirt and jeans, and we were bundled up. And they were just running past us. I'm working on the corner to corner Afghan that I started with the thrifted yarn. It's gotten fairly large. And I've got, see, every time I go across, I lose 2 shells. So I've got basically from there to there and then up to about here to go. Oh no. Well, I saw where they would really rather no more than 6 people max if they're going to get together, and they would rather use. That's one thing I'm worried about Greg traveling to see his friends because, and I told him, I said, you have to wear a mask. I said, don't bring that stuff back to us. He said, I'm going to. I was like, this is like the worst time for you to be traveling. But he's 34. He's, it is what it is. Thank you, Janet. Holy crap. You guys go away. Find something else to do. Hi, Christine. Well, that little rattlesnake we came across, it was not happy that time. Hey, quit. Oh, and to Lucia's birthday. Hope everybody told her Happy birthday today. Hi, Christine. Yeah, kids don't listen. He just needs a break. He's not he's just at one of those points where he just needs a break, get out of town for a little bit. Do you want to say hi? Come here. Come on. Tippy. Come here. Come here. There we go. Well, most of the cat monitoring right now, I'm leaving up to Scott. He's in the other room. Do you need to go to the porch? Gotcha. Thank you, Susan. All right. You want to get over there? He's like, no, I want you to come open another can of food. And you see, when you have a white cat and a black sweater, yeah. Christine sent you a hug, Tippy. If anybody doesn't know, there's 6 cats in here. But when Greg left on his trip, his 2 female cats, Sally and Piper, they went out in the radio room to watch Greg pull off. I told Scott, I said, that's to make Greg feel guilty that he's leaving them. And both of those cats, they don't meow. They kind of make all these little purr noises, little squeaky noises. They sound like squeaky toys. Yeah, Tippy always, every time I see Dee Dee's kitty cats, they look a lot like my Tippy, with the dark on their head and their tails being dark too. Yeah, I saw the news where they said the hospitals are filling, so that's why I'm really leaning toward, if I make a couple dishes to help my mother-in-law with the meal, if anybody else is coming. If it's just going to be her and Scott and I, is one thing. But if, everybody from Tennessee and Georgia and all that's planning to come, I would think I would make the dishes, wear a mask, take them over and drop them off. And then maybe go back later and fix plates for us. I don't know. We'll see. It's hard to explain to a 93-year-old lady that we can't get together right now. She doesn't get it. Okay. You have one like Tippy. Oh, but the tip on the tail is very small. Oh, I got cat in my mouth. Imagine that. Exactly. They've all got to be getting tired, so very tired. All the hospital and nurses and doctors and all of that. Yeah. They don't get it. Now, Scott's sister's husband, he's a doctor, and he's super paranoid about it. And I don't know if they'll come up or not. I think we all need to freeze in place for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks and let everything get settled for a little bit, and to keep the numbers down, because it's going to be bad because everybody's hiding out and they're keeping their houses too warm. And oh, hi, Lucy. So, like I was saying earlier, the next is curtains for this big window. I think it's got 2 side windows, one on each side, and then a great big window in the middle. And I think I measured it. It's 144 inches across, I think is what I measured. So I'm thinking make on the 2 windows, do a width and a half, another half to make fullness. And then whatever that size, make 2 of that size. So I have 4 panels total to cover the big window, and that all of the panels would be the same size. Another reason to do that is to kind of shut this window off so we're not getting slammed with cold air, because it's kind of cold in here. That would be our Piper, Susan, is the fat hissing princess. We call her Princess Piper. She hates all of the other cats. She tolerates the 2 that were here with her, but she would much prefer to be an only cat. And Callie is the same way. Callie has discovered she can go and hang out on her own in our bedroom, but that's going to change when we start, finishing that room up. I got to get all my boxes out of there so Scott can work back there. I still got stuff in his way. We had an orange cat that had 6 toes, and he acted a lot like a Maine Coon. He was fairly large, and he made the cutest noises, and he always wanted to talk at us. Him and Tesla passed away. They were our orange boys. And then we decided we'd keep these kittens that we got from the other, at the cottage. And then Greg rescued one. We rescued Cole. I had gotten Piper for Greg when we knew we were moving away, because I didn't want him, not to have anybody or anything here. And he loves cats, so. But I told him, I said, we're full. We can't take in any more, no matter how adorable they are. But it is nice being back in the house here, in that the furnace works and it doesn't make as much noise and stuff. Piper's been losing weight since these 3 came, because she doesn't sit at her dish eating constantly, because she's afraid somebody might look at her sideways or something. But the 3 cottage kitties, since they're not, roaming, they're not burning very many calories. So I told Scott, I said, we need to cut them back to like 1 can a day amongst the 6 of them. as a little treat and then let them eat dry because they're all getting thick. So I must be getting tired because I'm starting to split stitches and stuff. So I'm probably not going to get this finished tonight. Oh, she's still a porker, Piper is, but it's probably better for her health anyway. And Howard has decided he would rather eat Piper's food, dry brand, than the Friskies Seafood Sensation that I'd been feeding them since they were kittens. You can tell I'm getting to the end of the skein because it keeps now see, I can't knit. I've tried to knit so many times. It takes me hours to do a dishcloth. I think the girls want to come in from the bonus room. We might get to see Piper stomp through here. That might have been Sally, though. Oh, Tippy, don't go start something with Piper. Scott's going to get just sat back down, feet up, and then there'll be a cat fight. Who came in, babe? Oh, she went out on the porch? Yeah, I like easy, and I like something I can work on and, you know, watch something too. And crochet is like that. I came across a tub of, I kid you not, you guys, it was just all crochet cotton, dishcloth cotton. It's a whole like 25-gallon tub. So I need to sit and crochet some dishcloths like a mad woman. I could do that. I could do a bunch of dishcloths and then just have them in a bin, and anybody that wanted to some at Christmas that I see, if I see anybody, they could just pick out some dishcloths. I did that with pot holders one year. You know, the ones that you make on that little loom. And boy, my sister-in-laws all seemed to like that. They got to pick out the colors that would go with their kitchens and that kind of stuff. Scott's herding cats. All right, I'm at the end of another row. So that means 2 less shells. I'm going to walk over and show you guys the fabric that I get for the curtains. So I'm thinking I want them so the motifs are pointing up. Is that the way it should go? But I think this will be pretty in here. Let me turn that light off behind us because I think it's making everything look yellow. Hi, Howard. Howard's a big guy.
That's a big old baby.
He's a big old sweet boy. So yeah, oh, that looks better.
Howard, you're a YouTube star. You're a sensation. I think you're a YouTube social influencer.
He's an influencer.
Social media influencer, Howard.
Howard's the biggest baby, but this is what I'm going to make the drapes out of. And I've got lining for them as well. I've got a lot more fabric too.
You need to go out, sir.
He's mad because that it's not done. I was going to show you guys. Hi, Howie. That wreath I did in Mary's Hop. Let me show you guys. I added the bows. See? So this one hangs like that.
Yes, sir.
Scott says he thinks the key to these is the fact that they look so full. Hi, Janet. Oh, Kathy says, does Howard still go to meetings since we've moved?
No, he doesn't. But
He's
He
retired, Cat.
he's retired cat. He talks more though. He went flying by me and went.
Oh. I'm looking for that drawing I did. I think it's still in the scanner. I got to do a video on that swap I'm talking about doing. But here's our gnome family drawing. I did it with Arteza markers on marker paper. And then I just scanned this in, and that's what I'm making our Christmas cards out of. Hi, Di. I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? So if you send me a Christmas card, I'll send you a gnome card. I just got to get them made. And I'm just, I'm going to stop on the Afghan for a while. My hand is going numbish. Woo! So yeah, I hand drew those and I added, this is Scott and he's holding Howie. And that's me and that's Tippy. And there's Bernadette and Callie. And then this is our son Greg with his beard. And this is Cole and Sally's on his arm. And that's Piper. She's in the highest position because she's the princess. She thinks she's queen bee. So I worked some on that Afghan. I'm going to get that. I'm determined to get that finished. I try to have whatever cards ready to go for like the weekend after Thanksgiving, because that's usually when we start getting cards. And I hadn't been sending out a lot of cards, but I got to thinking this year might be the year to be more active with the cards. Since we can't get together, sending a card out, maybe type up a yearly. Of course, after this year, who wants to hear how our year went, you know? And we're looking at another, repeat of 2009. So hopefully things will improve in the next year. Yeah, it's a good year to do snail mail. Yeah. And I thought it would be nice to do one that was some of my creativity, as well as maybe a letter, from us, like a family letter that gives kind of like, just a rundown. Thank you, Janet. Okay, Di, I can do that. I'll send you a message. At one time, I mailed out over 100. I don't see me doing that. But if I get a card, I generally send one back out, But I'm definitely going to send cards to, my siblings and Scott's siblings and that kind of thing. Well, I would like to do what I can to support the post office, because they are another service they're a service. They are not meant to be, they're not meant to make money. They are like, in my mind, they are exactly like the police, the fire, the EMTs, all of that. They are a public service. I say industry, but it's not really the word I'm thinking. Yeah. Yeah, they're another service. I mean, you wouldn't expect your police department to make a profit, or your fire department out trying to make a profit. You know, that was never heard of up until just a few years ago. All that business about, well, they're not making a profit. Well, they're not meant to. They're providing a service.
It's not called the Postal Company.
Yep, it's the United Postal Service. So, anyway, this is my space. I guess we can just lift you up. You're just clipped on the laptop. I'll move slow. So we are at our house, and I'll just kind of see the dining got stuff on the table, but this room used to be divided into 2 rooms with shelves, and we took the shelves down. Ooh. So, but this is my space here in the middle. An overview. Woo, there's Scott with a brewski.
Those shelves were an abomination. They were horrible.
Yeah. So they're gone now.
What's time?
I don't know. It's something Greg bought.
Sapporo premium beer.
Sapporo. All right, I'm going to set you back down because I feel like I'm going to make y'all throw up.
It's payback time. I'm drinking my son's beer now.
He left it unsupervised. Oh, gosh. Oh, wow, Gina. My family's big too, but we're so spread apart anymore. My grandmother had 31 grandchildren. And then I don't know how many great-grands and great-great-grands she's got since then. But, yep. Oh, gosh. I tell you what, I feel like I'm on too many pills. Every day. There's just too many pills. So anyway, we are having fun, Teresa. I've been working on my corner to corner Afghan. I learned from Bella Coco. If I can remember, I'll put a link to it. But I've been working on it, and I've only got that many shells left now. And each time I do a row, it's 2 less shells that I have to do. And then I'll have the corner done, and then this guy will be done. And it's nothing but thrifted yarns, Red Heart thrifted yarn. All right, Kathy, I'm not going to stay on much longer. I just wanted to come on for a little while, work on this, and just chit-chat. I feel kind of disconnected because it just seems like I'm never going to get out of boxes. And today, Scott and I have had zero inclination to do anything. Have a good dinner, Kathy. Yes, Samantha, I love this corner to corner. It works up so nice, and you can make it any size you want. Oh, hi, Kathy. I'm glad you enjoyed seeing it. I've had fun setting it up, but oh my goodness, I still have so much stuff everywhere. But I am trying to get just what I really, really want to utilize. And I'm finding duplicates of things. That's another thing. When you just get stuff, you forget you have stuff, and then it gets buried. And so you buy another one and another one. And yeah. And we got Greg a nice gift because he was out helping his dad in the garage, because we're trying to get the garage organized to where it's a more usable shop for Scott. And Greg was like, "Oh, I just ordered another one of these. I didn't know I had one." And we're like, "That's why you should have a place for everything and put it in its place. And then you're not wasting money repurchasing things." Exactly, Gina. That's me. I'm just keeping the stuff that I really, really love and am inspired by. I do keep everybody's cards. I got a purple bin up there that's just cards made by people that watch and send me stuff. And I'm labeling things. Everything's got a label. I finally got some more the kind of labels that go in the electronic label maker. I was trying to use this one I found in the desk, and the labels won't stick to plastic. They bubble out. So I guess the strip that's in this old-timey one, this is a Dymo too, but this is the clickety, clickety, click. I remember when these first came out in the 70s. I loved this thing. I made labels for everything. And for all my friends, I made their names up and I gave it to them. I hadn't been going to put my address in the groups. I need to get a post office box, but we need to wait and see where we're going to stand financially. Scott did go to an interview. He said it went really well. They said they've got to interview some other people. And of course, he's way overqualified. And they thought it was funny because when we were doing our cleanup, this is something funny. We came across, I said, "What is this circuit board?" Scott says, "That shows my soldering ability." And so he took that with him and he said, "Look, this is my soldering ability here." And then they were talking to him about it. He said, "Yeah, I went all the way." Was it Belgium? It was Belgium you went to teach soldering, wasn't it? One time he was sent overseas to do soldering training. You use a Brother P-Touch. Teresa, I'll private message it to you. Susan, don't worry. We're still here for a little bit longer. I'm just kind of wanted to reconnect with you guys. I've been trying to pop into people's lives when I'm seeing live. Like I caught Able to Rejoice Joycey opening her package. There you are. Hey, Joyce. So that was nice to see you going through your goodies. I'm glad you enjoyed them. I do have a couple books I was going to give away, but I think I'm going to hold those till next week. Callie. She usually will come to a whistle. Huh? The boys are in. The boys don't waste any time. They'll be in just trying to push one of us out of the bed. When Howie gets in the bed with us, it's all over. One of us has to go. One of us ends up in the recliner. Tippy's back in town. Tippy's back. Come here, Tip. Oh, you're cold. Hold you like a baby. Yeah, exactly. So I've been hopping from live to live today instead of doing any housework that needed to be done. So I've enjoyed that people have been doing impromptus and stuff today. Oh, Tippy, did you get cold? Is it cold outside? You gonna go sleep? Yeah. Scott, hopefully he'll be able to fix the dryer tomorrow. They said before it gets dark tomorrow, the part should be delivered. And then the 110-pound cardstock I ordered, and I ordered some gold glitter glue because I have glitter glue of every color except gold. And then what else? Oh, I had some tri-seed mix because we like that on our oatmeal. And then there was something else. Can't remember what it was. I think it's envelopes for the cards. Wednesday is your normal day. Well, that's good. Good to know. I think that label maker I have will take some different widths, but I always get the 1/2 inch. I don't know why. I just do. Oh no, Sparkles bit a bee today. He is a spoiled little wretch. Tippy and Cole. I don't know where Cole is. He's probably hiding. But they torment one another. Cole is one of Greg's cats, and Tippy is our cat from the cottage. So here now we have Greg's cats, which is Piper, Cole, and Sally. And then our cats are Howie, Callie, and Tippy. And of course, Bernadette. She gets thrown in there. Oh, I know. All I've been doing at thrift stores, Gina, is donating. I pull up, I throw the stuff in the blue bin, I drive away. We did try to go in, but we turned right around because Scott said it's too peoply. So we didn't stay long. But when I can find a tripod, I'm going to do a video on making slow stitch ornaments. And is it Annie's Attic? If you look up printable cookie cutter shapes, Annie's Attic has a sheet you can print off. I'm going to turn that lamp off too. And it gives you some really nice cookie cutter shapes. And I'm just going to use this as a pattern and cut these out. And then I might do a layer of batting or a layer of felt and then some kind of fabric on top of it, and then do the slow stitching, and then use the slow stitched piece, because when you do your slow stitching, it kind of makes it get smaller where you stitch through it. Then I'm going to lay that on top of another piece of fabric when I get all my slow stitching done, and just cut out around the piece that I've already slow stitched. And then I'm going to blanket stitch it to the back to hide my slow stitching, so there are ornaments. But I'm going to do a video on doing that.
Look in the grease canister with donations.
Oh no! Who was it? How?
Tippy.
Tippy.
He said, "Let me out."
He said, "If you're gonna fuss at me, I want out." You could probably Google it, Susan. I'm going to donate our kitchen table and chairs. And there's a couple other things that need to go. We might do that tomorrow. Because the kitchen table is pointless. It just gets buried in stuff. I'm going to give him a much smaller table, just an end table and an office chair, and he'll fill them both up. Susan said, Tippy says it isn't true. He wasn't even there. I'm sure of it, she says. Yeah, I have an old-timey Southern grease jar that he was thinking was quite tasty. So I'm thinking I'm going to clean that sucker now. Yeah, we Greg had brought these great big spools home, and they were in the garage. And like I was saying, Scott's trying to get the shop straightened up, cleaned up, and set up to where he can go out there and physically do woodworking. And we told Greg, these spools have been here for 5 years. You've not done anything with them. We're going to put them to the street. And it wasn't the end of the day, and one of the neighbors came in and just got them. She's just down the street. I don't know if she rolled them home or what, but she got them down to her house. So I was glad to have them out of Scott's way. And yep, a baking grease can. I'll have to it's got a lid on it. I'll just clean the outside of the container. It's not like he was like in the grease going to town on it. If the dog weighs 25 pounds, give him 25 milligrams. Oh, Gina, let me tell you something. We paid for $138 a month for a storage unit up there, and we moved a whole bunch of stuff up there. All right. I started going through the storage unit. I donated a bunch of stuff up there. We rented a 26-foot U-Haul. We moved it down here, and I have lost count of the number of loads we have taken since then. We probably could have rented a 15-foot truck or a 10-foot truck if we just donated everything up there. But I think we needed the process of moving it. If you ever have to move your stuff, you become less attached. At least that was my take on this whole to and fro for us. But the whole process of moving it, I am so over some of it. It's like I'm holding on to it because such and such gave it to me. Well, I can still remember that they gave it to me without holding on to the thing. Oh, Shelly, hey! It's just ridiculous. And it's, and some of the stuff is just stuff I'm recycling. Why? Why do I need everything? So I've just let so much go. That sounds like German potato salad, Susan, because it's a hot salad, isn't it? Shelly, we all have to take breaks. Scott and I went for a walk at Timmerman Trail this morning, and there wasn't very many people there, but oh, it was so cold. I think we passed a couple, 2 young men running, and then a lady. So there was hardly anybody there. Yeah. I think a lot of people, since we've been home, they've been going through stuff. They said that the Goodwills are overwhelmed almost. What Scott and I've been doing, let's see, I've lost track of how many Goodwills that are really close to us here in this area. So what we do is we'll take a load here, and then the next time we'll take one over here, and then we'll go across town and drop some there. So we're like sprinkling our stuff around the Columbia area. Yeah, you have to take a break from purging and sorting and boxing. You just have to stop and take a break. I told Scott one night, I said, I cannot think for another second. I said, I'm going to take a shower and I'm going straight to sleep. Janet says, great, Scott. Now she wants butter pecan ice cream.
Yeah, go get some.
Scott says, go on, girl, get you some. That's his favorite ice cream. My favorite used to be mint chocolate chip, and now I can't stand it. I don't know what it is that's happened lately. Like tonight we went for burgers at the Zestos, and I really thought I really wanted it, and then I couldn't hardly eat any of it. So I don't know. It's like my taste has changed. Oh, sorry, nose itches. Scott's been selling stuff on eBay.
Avoid the Breyers buttered pecan.
Yeah, you have to watch Breyers, you guys. It's not all ice cream no more.
A lot of the Breyer stuff, it'll be labeled frozen dairy dessert.
That's
and it
disgusting.
doesn't have enough cream in it to qualify to be called ice cream by the Federal Trade Commission. And the stuff that's called frozen dairy dessert is full of guar gum and thickeners. So when you scoop it out, you don't get that nice crumbly, ripply ice cream effect. It's just this slimy glob.
It's nasty.
It's so disgusting. And you're paying a premium price for Breyers anyway.
Yeah.
So get the Pet or Mayfield or whatever's a good brand in your area that's actually real ice cream.
Susan says, try Haagen-Dazs coffee.
Wow.
We love coffee ice cream. We used to get at Save-A-Lot before they all closed. We used to get their coffee ice cream. It was real good.
What was that? Something.
It was their brand, wasn't it? Mocha coffee. It was chocolate and coffee.
Yeah. It was something creamery.
Now he's thinking hard.
Cabot Creamery?
It might have been Cabot Creamery. I don't know. Yeah.
Good.
Pay attention to your Breyers labels. Yeah, they've changed it because they decreased the milk fat, right?
Yeah, it doesn't contain enough milk fat in it. The stuff we used to get at Save-A-Lot, it had a lot of cream in it.
Yeah, it was good.
I just made you wrong. We made peach ice cream this spring. Very good.
Yes, the ice cream maker's out there above the dryer. Yum, yum, yum. So I've got that great big wreath and that little wreath, and I don't know what to do with them now because I have another wreath that I have for our front door. Told Scott I ought to try to sell it. I don't know if anybody would pay what it's worth, but it is a bummer. We couldn't believe it. We were like, this does not taste right. And then we looked at it, and Scott went online and looked it up as they changed their formula. So make sure it says ice cream, not ice dessert. Because
Frozen dairy dessert.
Frozen dairy dessert. I think we got, what was the brand we just got?
Mayfield, wasn't it?
Mayfield, because they were buy one, get one free.
Yeah. Pretty good.
So, well, ladies and any gents that might still be watching that we haven't kicked out for being jerks.
I like the vanilla bean vanilla
I like,
on a pie.
yeah,
All the mode. If I'm gonna have mode on my pie,
it's got to be
I like that vanilla bean.
that's got the little specks in it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
We need to quit talking about ice cream. What you got there? You go see who's on sale next week?
Yeah.
Did you see the coupons for the donuts? Krispy Kreme.
Oh, that's wicked.
Krispy Kreme mixed dozen for $6.99 with a coupon.
If the wind is blowing right, you can actually smell the donuts at this house.
I
If you're
know.
out in the yard.
And we're a ways from that. We're about a mile or two, right?
About 2 miles. About a mile and a half, 2 miles.
We drove by tonight to go to Zestos, and the hot light was on. So when the hot light's on at Krispy Kreme and you pull in, they say, how many dozen do you want? And we're like, we're diabetic. We want 2 donuts. Are you sure you don't want a dozen? It's buy one, get one free. Oh. If you ever get near a Krispy Kreme, find one that has the conveyor belt where they're fresh.
Where they just pulled them out of the grease.
And they just melt in your mouth. Because you can like eat 6 of them before you're even left the thing. Although we haven't been doing that lately because we get 2 donuts. That way we don't overeat.
Well, I used to get those sometimes when Greg was little. Get a dozen of them when they were hot. And you'd be driving them. I could eat about 5 or 6 of them on the way home when they're hot because they just dissolve in your mouth. And Greg was a little boy sitting in the back seat. He's like, Daddy, aren't you supposed to chew that? Hush, son, Daddy's driving.
Susan says she doesn't care for Krispy Kreme. And see, we like Krispy Kreme over Dunkin' Donuts. We have a Dunkin' Donuts, but well, of course, now I don't know because we've not gone to this one.
Oh.
But the one up in Greenville, we'd drive by at like 6 o'clock and they'd be closed and gone. So finally, one day we caught them open. And then after we'd already ordered and we'd pulled around, we got to looking at how nasty it was. And I said, this ain't going to be good. And we both got sick from it.
To the south of us is that Otis Spunkmeyer.
Yeah, we smell
bakery.
muffins, bacon.
Yeah. And if the wind's blowing right, you can smell when they're making those muffins.
The poppy seed ones, especially.
Poppy seed ones, yeah.
Yep. My favorite is the one that's got like Boston cream pie filling or custard filling. That's my favorite.
And there's, I'm spoiled on the barbecue in Greenville.
Yeah,
I don't think there's anything here really measures up to the barbecue we're getting in Greenville.
No. Oh, well.
And fish joint.
Yeah.
It's hard to find a good fish joint.
Yeah. Well, the fast food places in this area are, not good.
So.
Anyway. Yep. Whenever a bakery starts cooking up something, you know what they're going to have lots of.
My Aunt Marietta used to work at a candy factory. She used to work at Medder's Candies. And sometimes we'd go pick her up after work if Jessie had to work late. And if we had to pick her up, she'd always bring something from the outlet store. She'd get in the car. She'd smell like sugar or chocolate. She'd smell like whatever they were running that day.
Peppermint patties.
Then she'd have bags of candy. Ooh, these are good. Try these.
Okay, guys, I'm going to let you go. And I just wanted to touch base with you guys, let you know we're doing okay. We're getting sorted. I'm getting organized. I've been making labels. Makes me happy. And I'll be back to doing stuff.
Cleaned up the truck.
He spent 2 days cleaning up the truck. And then today he said he was going to wax it. And then he was like, not going to happen today.
Not happening today. No. It's pretty dirty. It had lichens growing on it.
Gina says she used to live near Libby's cannery and you could smell the tomatoes.
Oh, yeah, I bet so.
Good night, you guys. Take care.